Hi there, I'm Peter Boyer again, and I recommend this lesson for the 11th grade students. The course book that I'm using is Enterprise 4 this time, and the title of the lesson is Describing People. So today in this video we learn how to describe people. Now what I would like to emphasize is that describing people is not a basic composition. So there are some standards, there are some little tricks and basic information that you have to use in describing people, in the description of people. So it's not just a basic composition, because there are a few points that we have to follow. I would like to read to you the main ideas about describing people. Then there is a scheme that summarizes how to do it. And I know that you will be able to describe people after that. So, describing people, page 15, Enterprise 4. When describing people, your composition needs to be well organized. This is obvious. The composition should have an introductory paragraph where you briefly set the scene, name, time and place you met or saw him or her. A main body consisting of 2 or more paragraphs describing physical appearance, personality characteristics and hobbies, interests, everyday activities, and the final paragraph which summarizes your feelings about the person described. Each paragraph starts a new topic. That's obvious. In one paragraph you have one main idea, yes? One paragraph represents one idea, the same idea. Paragraphs should be well developed and linked together with a variety of linking words. As I always emphasize, linkers and connectors are always very important. Points to remember. When describing physical appearance, you should give details in the following order: height, build, age, facial features, hair, clothes, moving from the most general adjectives to the most specific ones. Example: Anne is a tall, thin woman. She has got a long face, blue eyes, and an upturned nose. She wears long blonde hair. She wears her long blonde hair loose. She is often casually dressed in a t-shirt and jeans. When describing character and behavior, support your description with examples. Tom is very reserved. He never talks about his feelings. If you want to describe negative qualities, it is advisable to use mild language, yes? Mildly speak about negative characteristics of people. For instance, he can be aggressive at times, yes? Tell mildly that he can be aggressive at times. It's better than saying he is aggressive, yes? Now the main idea here is, if you say something negative about somebody, if you say, for instance, he tends to be or he can be aggressive at times, it's a lot better than saying he is aggressive, because if you say he is aggressive, you label that person. You judge that person as an aggressive person, which is not the same than having a temper or having a volcanic characteristic or temper, and maybe sometimes this Tom bursts out into quarreling a bit or being a little bit more outspoken or something, than just saying he is aggressive. We can find descriptions of people in letters, articles, witness statements, novels, and so on. Now, make your composition more interesting by using a wide range of adjectives. Fabulous, superb, instead of a limited one like good, big, nice. Be careful with the use of tenses. We can use present tenses when you describe someone in the present, and past tenses when you describe someone related to the past. Example, someone you had met before, you moved to this, before you moved to this city, or someone who is no longer alive. Avoid writing simple short sentences. More complex sentences joined with connectors make your composition more eye-catching. Instead of saying John is thin, he has large blue eyes, he has long curly hair, he has full lips, he wears his hair loose. You can say John is a tall and thin man with large blue eyes and full lips. He wears his long curly hair loose. Note: when you describe someone for official purposes, example, a police report, you emphasize the physical features and try to give the most accurate description possible. When you write a letter to recommend someone for a job, you write only about his or her personality characteristics. That's obvious because it's a formal type of letter, a composition, basically letter, right? And an employer should be interested mostly in the personality characteristics of an employee, because looks doesn't guarantee that a person does his or her job well just because he or she looks good, right? Now let's see the scheme, because the scheme is the most important here and it summarizes everything you have to do to describe somebody. And the scheme is basically about, it has three parts: introduction, main body, and conclusion, as always. As I will continue to use this course book, you will see that describing events or describing places will also be parted into three: introduction, main body, and conclusion. Now, what do we have in the intro? Introduction consists only one paragraph. Paragraph number 1. You set the scene. You set the scene. Yes? Name of the person, time, place you met, saw him or her. Yes? So you name the person, who it is, the time and place you met that person. Main body. The main body is a bit longer. Paragraph 2 is physical appearance. Yes, in physical appearance you can write a lot. Paragraph 3 is personality characteristics, how that person behaves. And paragraph number 4 is activities he or she takes part in, hobbies and interests. So basically, after you stated his or her name, where you met him or her, what you think about his or her physical appearance, what do you see with your eyes, Then you go into his or her personality. You will end the description with activities that he or she likes. Then comes the conclusion. The conclusion is once again only one paragraph. This is paragraph number 5. And in this 5th paragraph you will basically write about comments and feelings about the person. So you just comment about your feelings related to that person. Easy. And it is subjective, because if you speak about feelings about somebody, those are not facts. As they are not facts, they aren't objective. They are subjective. So you will just write down what you like or what you dislike about that person. Yeah? But try to be positive and nice, because that's what is expected from us, right? Okay, good. Well, thank you for your attention, and I hope that I was able to bring this topic closer to you, describing people. And what I expect from you as a homework is to pick somebody, right, and describe that person according to this scheme. Introduction, main body, conclusion, setting the scene, his or her physical appearance, personality, activities and hobbies, and your comments about that person, what you feel about or for that person. I do not limit you. I would say don't write less than 100 words, but you can write a lot. If you want to write 600 words about somebody that you really like, do so. So the minimum number of words is 100, but you can go up to any number. Have a nice time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.